Welcome back. Coming up on 9:15, today is Giving Tuesday, a nationwide movement to encourage generosity during the holiday season.
In Charlotte, nonprofits are joining forces to provide a bridge to neighbors who need it the most. Queen City News anchor Jason Harper is working with Share Charlotte this morning. Jason, happy Giving Tuesday.
Happy Giving Tuesday to you guys. You know, a lot of folks spend a lot of money on Black Friday, maybe even more on Cyber Monday. Who knows if there's some left over? I hope you did. Today's the day to be generous, Julian. Like you were saying, it is a day of generosity. And this morning I'm joined by Melissa Hovey, the executive director with Share Charlotte. This is the 12th year for Giving Tuesday, a national event that's going on, but here in Charlotte specifically, this is a big deal, Melissa.
This is a huge deal. It's a day to give back to local nonprofits. They fill in the gaps. They feed people, they house people, they care for animals. It's a day to give back to them.
Well, we do stories, obviously, in the news department all year long on, families, maybe an apartment fire. And sometimes that's where the story stops for us in the news department. You don't think about, well, who took that family? Maybe it was the Red Cross. Who fed them? Who gave them clothes? Maybe their vehicle got burned up. And that's just one story times thousands. In Charlotte, you don't think about the organizations on the back end doing all the work and how they're funded.
Right, that's right. And this year's been really, really tough for nonprofits with federal funding cuts and so many different changes of what's going on. So now is more important than ever to love local, give local, and support our local nonprofits.
Okay, so what we're doing here at the Pearl, which is a really cool building, by the way, but I want to talk about, this is the headquarters. So starting this morning at about 10 o'clock, from 10 to 1, hundreds of nonprofits will be here this morning. We're excited. I mean, we got the ring light camera set up, ready to go. We're going to be interviewing as many nonprofits as we can. What's the purpose of setting up here? Because this is almost like a fun pep rally. I mean, it really is. Look at this. You got signs. You can give time. You can give money. You got photo booths. What's going on here this morning specifically?
Well, today is about rallying the Charlotte community to give back to local nonprofits. We'll be hearing from nonprofits and their stories and their needs. So it's a day for you, Charlotte, to show up for local nonprofits. So we're here to celebrate, tell their stories, do some hands-on volunteering, and just have some fun.
That's okay. I'm definitely here for the fun part. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be able to interview. We'll see how many. The weather, I'm hoping, is not going to stop a lot of these nonprofits from being out here. There are 800 plus nonprofits in Charlotte. We're hoping we get 100 plus that are here today. When you kind of boil it all down, what do most people need? I mean, I know there are Amazon wish lists that you right now sitting at home, you can go in and help supply, but what seems to be the common theme?
Always money,
I'm
Jason.
Sure, yeah.
A nonprofit can make your money go so much further than buying some cans of food and donating them. Also, your time. We've seen a 40% increase in volunteerism this year. People may have tighter budgets, but they have time to give, and that's how cans of food get sorted. It's how houses get built. It's how things happen. Nonprofits have short staffs, so you can help them make things happen.
So a couple things that I want to mention, some nuts and bolts here. So starting at about 10 or 10:30, you can go to Share Charlotte, their live Instagram. We're going to be on Instagram. You can also check out their Facebook page. So there are ways that you're going to hear from a lot of nonprofits. Maybe there's one that connects with you. Maybe it's therapy horses. Maybe it's art therapy in Children's Hospital with kids' cancer. There's 100 different, well, I say 100. There's 800 actual ways that you can connect. This morning, and Lowe's is hopping on board, and they're going to be doubling. Is that right? Before I put words in their mouth. Yeah, right.
They're giving away $350 match gift cards.
Okay.
So when you make an online donation to a nonprofit for $50 or more, Lowe's will match that with a gift card to the nonprofit. So essentially doubling. And those Lowe's gift cards help them so much build things, organize things. You can find anything at Lowe's, and they're really making those dollars count.
Well, I love it. This is great. Look, we're still prepping everything. Nonprofits are starting to show up as we speak and drying off and warming up and getting their coffee and hot chocolate. We've got a lot to do before this thing kicks off at 10, and then we'll start 10:30 with all these hundreds of nonprofits this morning. But it is Giving Tuesday. Find a way to give back, even if you're just sitting there on your phone at home where it's nice and warm. We'll give you 800 plus different ways that you can give back on this Giving Tuesday, guys.
All right, again, our Jason Harper out there. Harp, don't go too far. We're going to catch up with you coming up in our next half hour.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.